Welcome back to Market Headline. The Exchange Traded Fund or ETF products recorded growth from year to year, and referring to OJK data as the end of May 2021, the 48 ETF products that total managed fund reaching 14.84 trillion rupiah. So, what are the potential investment prospects for the ETF products? To discuss it further, already connected with us via Zoom, Yekti Dewanti, as a head of investment and research BNI Asset Management. Hello, Miss. How are you?
Yes, I'm fine. Thank you.
Very well. Thank you very much for attending this Zoom meeting, because apparently we have a good headlines in here about understanding the prospect and potential of Indonesia ETF. And yes, Miss, I would like to deliver your data first, because by May 2021, the asset under management of Indonesia ETF is reaching about 14.85 trillion rupiah. Very huge number. Does this mean that market is very enthusiastic between these ETF products?
Yes, sure. That we are seeing the growing of ETF asset under management. It reflects market interest and the potential of growing investment prospect in the ETF. Because we are seeing that the growth of the ETF asset under management is higher than the conventional mutual fund. So because we are seeing that ETF is a simple product to invest, because the first investor can buy one unit ETF and they can get an exposure to a basket of stock portfolio without have a complexity in choosing the stock as the underlying of the product. So it's really simple for the investor. And because of a basket provide asset or stock that designed to strike an index, so it means they get benefit of diversification. So it means the risk is lower comparing to they just buy one stock.
Okay.
And then second,
and then?
Yeah, after the simple and diversification, they can have a high transparency, because investor can see what is the stock as the underlying of the portfolio.
I see.
And they also can see the intraday price in market. Just like buy a stock, we can see the price in the intraday.
Okay, so it is a very transparent, and probably investors like the transparent one, right?
Yeah.
So is this in line with the ETF prospect in Indonesia?
Yes, we are seeing that ETF prospect in Indonesia will be going further, because in the foreign capital market, we see the investor already have huge anymore or exposure in this product. For Indonesia, it's still new, but the growing, it shows that the prospect is going there, because it's simple, low cost management, and also transparency. It makes an investor more convenient and safer to invest in this product.
All right, so you're very optimistic that investors would love to invest their money on the ETF product rather than, you said previously, better than the common mutual fund, or maybe I can't say it like the conventional one. And then, yeah, Miss, I would like to know more about you as a fund manager. I would like to your positions in here, because what is the main focus of a fund manager in launching product of the ETF itself? Do you think that ETF products with one another has different characteristic?
Yes, sure. As a fund manager, when we are launching the ETF project, it means we want to provide a comprehensive, attractive, and different variety in the investment product. So it means it can fulfill what our client needs. So when we are providing a new product, a new theme, so it means that it's new, and the investor can pick it as a satellite portfolio or as a core portfolio for their own investment portfolio. So it means comprehensive and complete product for them.
All right. You mentioned a lot of times regarding the diversifications about the portfolio of your investors. How much do you think it's really important for investors to diversify their portfolio?
We think to diversify the portfolio, it comes from the ETF itself, because the ETF already is a basket of 30 to 20 portfolio. So it means there have a benefit, diversification benefit itself. But in terms of how many ETF products that investor can have in their portfolio is based on their investment objective and their investment profile. Because when they have a long-term horizon, time horizon, so it means they can choose different products with different needs in each time period.
All right, Miss. I got the point of view that indeed ETF is really favorable nowadays because the portfolio diversification itself. So probably all investors with a low risk appetite can enter the game as well. But then, as we know recently, Miss, we know that ETF is really popular because it gains momentum, because a lot of investors within a small scale and a large scale pay attention to the ETF. What do you think? Which one is the most appropriate? The passive investor or active investor that is going to have a good time in investing their money in ETF products?
Yes, for the ETF product, it's mainly more match with the passive strategy, because the passive strategy is because they would like to tracking the index performance.
Yes,
so the main focus in the passive strategy is our objective is to replicate the index. So we are focusing on the tracking error, which is a difference, which is indicator to calculate difference between ETF product performance with the benchmark performance.
All right, then, so it is more suitable for the passive investor. But then, Miss, which is the product of ETF that is most favorable one in Indonesia?
Okay. When we are seeing the ETF product that will favorable by investor is they look at the index provider. Credibility of the index provider. In Indonesia, the ETF that basis or benchmarking in IDX index like IDX 30 or LQ45 index is favored by the investor. But another investor also favor in a ETF product that have a benchmark in ETF basis on MSCI Indonesia. Like BNI Asset Management, we have a partnership to launching an ETF with MSCI Indonesia, which underlying is MSCI Indonesia main index, because the MSCI also have a credibility, global recognition, and also is a proxy of how foreign investor buy a stock in Indonesia.
Right, Miss. So we can conclude that investors have more appetite on the LQ45 and also MSCI very well. As we know that we can conclude that ETF nowadays is very popular because all investors can enter this game, because the small scale, large scale investors can enter this ETF investment because it's very transparent and of course easy to have with. Thank you very much for your time with us, Ms. Yakti.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Yes, viewers, stay with us because market headlines will be right back after this quick break.